Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I thought I'm called to come back and speak today, so I thought I make an English message as well. And I thought, what am I going to talk about? So some people ask about to return to the explanation of the law of one, the divine law. What is the divine law? Humans do not know the law of existence, the law of evolution. Otherwise, we'd all be living in heaven. Once we align with the law, our life becomes heavenly. So those principles and there is different principle. I'm going to note a few of them, but as we ascend, we need to learn new principle, new aspects of the law. For God is the law in the universe. He is the force that silently rules the universe from a silent perspective, and He's got all the company of heaven as His hands into the world. But mostly the Creator has this principle of non-interference. Yet He has decided that this planet should be free, will be free. And so He has given much more permission for the celestial and the galactics and us humans to act. For we always, as humans, it is our responsibility to act consciously. For the principle of this law of one, there are many. The first one is the law of existence. For those principles are eternal. They can never change, so that you can rely on and adapt it. The scientific principle is the law of existence. You exist. You don't have a choice. It's not like you can change that. And even if we lose our body, we'll see we continue to exist in one form or another. We're created being. We are part of this universe, and we'll always be part of this universe. And then we'll ascend back to higher universes and then the source eventually. But with the law of existence, if we're created, we'll never be uncreated. We always will exist. That's something you can rely on. You exist. You are part of the universe. Would not be the universe as we know it if one of us would no longer be there. So it is all part of this great cosmic drama as well. And the second principle is the law of inclusion. We are included within life. We can never be outside of life, outside of God, outside of the law. Even if we go against the principle of the law, we're still reflected by the law. So it's like this principle of inclusion. We can never be outside of what the Creator has created, no matter how far we go into the darkness or into the light. We always be included within this one life that is the Creator, and that is really the third principle, which is the law of one. One is all and all is one. They can never, no one and nothing can be not that, the one. An expression, a manifestation, an experience, a form that the Creator takes for a time to experience life in this realm, in this dimension. So the law of one is that you are the one, and everybody else is as well. So they're just unaware of it. So it's like this principle will never change. One will always be all, and all will always be one. Another principle that is eternal in this universe is the law of cause and effect. We live in a magnetic universe. There are very different universes that have very different rules and regulations. Every time God creates a universe, he makes a law that works, that assists the universe in its evolution. And the law of cause and effect is the law of attraction or the law of karma. Whatever we produce will always get back in a way that teaches us or manifests certain things. So that law of cause and effect can never be changed as well. It will always be what we produce will eventually harvest. The next principle is the law of transformation. Everything is a constant, eternal transformation. There's only the law that doesn't change, and God is existential source. But even God and as the experiential God of the universe are growing and evolving this consciousness of God. So it's like through us. So what we can integrate of the divinity. So this law of transformation is like the gods are always trying to turn potential into actual. And then once the potential is turned into actual, there is a new desire, new ideas, new thoughts that will show new potential, and then the gods will always seek to guide us to manifest, to turn potential into actual. There is also the law of grace. The law of grace transcends the law of karma. It means unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, unconditional, without condition. is transcends karma. It eliminates karma because it's the law of grace. Or it's like if you attack someone, you create karma. But if you defend yourself, there is no karma. The law of grace protects you. If you defend yourself, self-defense is part of this law of grace. But those are just a few principles, but they're eternal. They will never change. And then there is the personal laws that we learn through our experience. The rules, they're more like rules, and we have to use them. Use our own personal rules as long as they serve us. When we discover a new law, a new aspect, then we change our perspective. We evolve our rule and law, personal laws, to adapt to the new understanding. But if God knew, like if the Creator would find another way to educate humanity through the repetition of days, and that's really how it happens, is the repetition of days, then he's not bound by his own self-perfection. He would change the law to adapt to a new law, but his law was perfect from the start, so he has no reason to ever change it. For the new duality is not like good and evil. The new duality is heaven and earth. It is being and non-being. It is matter and spirit. It is about the visible and the invisible, and we are here to bridge all that, to fulfill our mission just by being yourself, by following your heart, following your intuition, what comes down from the universe. For the universe communicates with us from within and above, always. For freedom is available is available now. There is no more interference from any dark forces. It is only if we give them power, then they will use it. But if we don't give them power, they have no more power. Just we've been so comfortable in this golden cage that the door is open, but we're so comfortable. It's like we put a foot out. It's like, are we really ready to get out of this cage? Because we have to overcome lifetime of enslavement, conditioning, and self-criticism. So it is a progressive deconstruction of this sense of limitation. And but know that there is no more. There is no more need to concern ourselves with negative dark entities. If they still exist, it's because people are still calling on them, and they have no more right, no more ability to interfere. And yet there is all kinds of tests, all kinds of initiation, all kinds of trials. Our consciousness is exposed to both light and dark, to see how we react to it, how lucid we are in relationship to whatever is being presented within our consciousness. It is preparing us for this empowerment, this ascension, and so we seek to become lucid and serene, to find this inner peace and to have this clarity of mind. For the potential in lucidity and serenity are infinite. For it's like the Buddha is very lucid and very serene, but in reality, in realization of the truth, God is infinitely more serene and more lucid than the Buddha or the immortal. So the master, the ascended master, is infinite agitation, yet is like supreme, not infinite agitation, but extreme agitation, but is also extreme serenity. Is always rest in eternal peace. Yes, he's active within all cells, within all beings, within all particle of dust. His presence. He's practicing sexuality of the yin and the yang in the atoms. It's the protons and the electrons that circulate around it. Find this balance. Everything is based on this dual principle of harmony, principle of sexuality in the universe, the yin and the yang. So the three pillars are essentially the courage, the compassion, and the lucidity. The same thing, the Buddha has achieved great compassion, great courage, and great lucidity. He has overcome all impurity and darkness within himself. And so he has achieved that. I'm taking that as an example. Yet when you look at the truth, God as the truth, his courage is infinite. It's like he has the courage to experience all the darkness as well as the light. He has the compassion to accept all the free will of humanity and live through the experience. And he has that provides an extreme, an infinite, he's omniscient, he knows all things, but it's not his choice that is creating the reality. When it is his choice, things are go into alignment. So the courage, compassion, and lucidity are very essential pillar. The courage is to have the courage to face our fear and to perfect our character. The more we do that, the more our compassion and our lucidity will grow. The compassion is about doing good deed for others and to assist the world, to practice love, to assist, to love ourselves as well. And the more we do that, the more our courage, the act of courage, will become more frequent, more regular, and also our lucidity will grow. And the more we meditate, pay attention to the inner sign, we listen to the voice of the heart, the more lucidity and wisdom we achieve, and then the compassion and the courage grows along with it. For the body, really know what it needs. Something right now, it's like the body wants to reject certain things, certain old energies, and so it's we have to listen to our body and know it knows what it no longer needs, what it needs, and what it wants to attract, and what it needs to push away, and so let's listen to your body, and it is very important to. Did I pull some cards? I'm going to pull some cards. I'm not sure I pulled some cards. I was called to come back and make this little video. I thank you so much for listening to me. I thank you for try to hopefully those principles, what I'm communicating, is assisting you in your process of growth and evolution, because we are really on the brink of the greatest evolutionary shift humanity has ever come to know on this planet. And so I thank you also for liking, sharing, and for your comments, and for subscribing, and for your donations. For the observer of the day is the faithful heart, to be true to yourself, to be true to those you love, and to continue to cultivate the deep connection. Deep connection are just they're just there. You don't choose love. Love chooses you. So you just have to deal with whatever condition and situation there is, which is reinforced by the soulmate. There is the wisdom is about the soulmates, about this soul family, about this soul connection, something deep, something fulfilling, something. There is nothing that is more nourishing than finding other beings, soulmates that vibrates on the same frequency, that can comfort us, reinforce, that complementary, that we sharing a vision, sharing values, sharing thoughts, sharing ideas, to be able to be yourself, to open your heart, and to be in trust that this person. So, but you don't want to open completely to anybody. You want to be selective in relationship to what you share with who. What we need to understand is the treasure island. This is this great treasure, this ascension, this golden reality of light, and the fifth dimension, as well as material blessings. They're coming, and they're coming on a turtle back, but they're coming. To know that they're really trying to reach you as fast as possible. What we need to do in the meantime is to become the equitable being, to be transparent, to be honest. Honesty is very important. Not to be to the extreme where we need to judge those who are not perfect in that level, but to make the standards for ourselves, to be fair, to be transparent, justice will be returned on the planet, and people will greatly enjoy that, because justice hasn't been the main the equitable situation for all being in the planet has not really been manifested, and so it should be obvious. So it should be also obvious that I'm going to finish with this card, and the outcome is the orphan. It's accepting that you were dropped here, and now we need to reopen our wings in order to fly. It is this bird in the cage. The door of the cage is open, and they just need to step out of it and start flying. And for that, we need to let go of all the dramas, not to pay attention to our own moods in relationship to our judgment that creates negative feeling, to overcome the lower aspect in order to move into the state of grace, the exchange of gift. Everything will be an exchange of gift, an harmonious exchange of energy. The more and more we're seeking balanced energy, balanced frequencies. And really, it's very dangerous to listen to the news. Even on the internet, there is so much depressing news everywhere. If you listen to them, there is countless catastrophe, and they're preparing you for like even the fall of the monetary system and all that. It's not going to happen, though. They're trying to create catastrophe. They try to even people that may be good and have good intention. They're broadcasting some horrible thing. Just say, we need to be informed. Well, fine, just you have to deal with the consequences of where you put your consciousness. You might move into this timeline where you experience these dramas and catastrophes. So we need to create a parallel reality where we don't listen to that, because even if you listen to a negative message, even if you know that you don't want to buy it, it goes into the subconscious, and then it will re-emerge eventually. So we need to create an independent reality of the matrix, the freedom to choose and to believe what we believe and what we energize, and to be very, very focused and clear on in the reality that we seek to create. But there is this new earth reality that is very, very close, so we should be grateful on that level. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to finish with a song for lots of few cards. I was singing this song, If You Go Away. It's a Frank Sinatra song from Jacques Brel, but I'm going to sing the one on the other side, so it's just to be for a change, the diversity, a little bit to change. It's a song of Eric Clapton. It's called Tears in Heaven. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? I'll find my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Time can bring you down, time can bend your knees, time can break your heart, have you begging please, begging please. Beyond the door, there's peace, I'm sure, 'cause I know there'll be no more tears in heaven. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Indeed, when we see each other in heaven, our personality will remain, but our form will be very different. We will recognize each other, and even if we cannot stay in heaven, to know that it is there, and to know that there will be no more tears in heaven, because over there is just love and there is just lessons. So after those lives, sometimes we take a time to heal all the processes before we re-engage ourselves in any other process. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.